Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. We're all friends. We're here to have fun, but our story can include graphic violence, drug use, sexual content, and other mature themes. We've talked at our table about safety, comfort, and consent, both as players and storytellers. We know what to expect. We're all excited to be here, and we want you to feel the same. So listener discretion is advised. Now, let's walk the Path of Night.
Last time on Path of Night, secrets were revealed and thoughts were laid bare as the coterie drove to Vito Zantosa's manor. They discussed the trouble they had been hiding from one another and what terrors might await them in the coming nights. Now, the coterie is geared up and ventures into the deathly quiet of a snowstorm, approaching the home of the Sabbat revenant they suspect is responsible for both Joey's fate and the Weeping Bear's presence. So, the group of you trek through the snow, and it's about a 10-minute walk. You kind of it's crunching along. You guys are following in each other's footsteps after this long kind of walk through these howling winds, because the storm is just really starting to ramp up at this point.
And on top of that, it's also probably really muffled sounding because it's the snowstorm and stuff like that. So it's kind of like this weird enclosed feeling if you were about
It's the sound of a quiet night. It's very uncomfortable. But in time, you get to the house. Wynn, you don't find yourself needing to check for the address number because what you see is very different from what everyone else sees. Once you're close enough, the snow is this terrible crimson color, almost right at the property line. As it comes closer to the building itself, the world is sicker and sicker. The house itself is covered in veins that have grown like vines. The structure is slowly being crushed and consumed by these veins coursing through it. It's around then that the flesh that you see in the spirit world kind of shifts as if made aware of your presence. And it's at that point I need you to make a Rorschach check.
Can I spend a willpower?
Yes. For the rest of you, she's got her red eyes going, and she's moving, and then she just stops and stares. She starts looking down at her feet, and then looks up towards the mansion, and her eyes become wider and wider.
When are you?
1 success.
Okay. Your beast practically begs for you to turn and run, but you manage to stand your ground.
When?
This is bad. This is Jesus fucking Christ. This is bad.
Johnny reaches out and puts a gentle hand kind of on your back. You all right?
It's not okay. It's not okay here. This is bad. This is... is it a reasonable... Can I make an occult check to know more about what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
On the walk over here, I think I'm going to start juicing up my physical traits.
Go ahead. You guys can feel free to mark off any blood expenditures at this point.
Up to 6, right?
If you take yourself up to 6 or less for the scene, anything past that less for 3 rounds. Yeah.
What's the difficulty rating?
7.
4 successes.
Okay.
Just know what the fuck
With 4 successes, 1, those rumors among the gangrel about the strange things that they saw, a lot of this seems to have similar vibes. 2, there is nowhere in New Haven like this. Mm-hmm. Whatever this is, it is bad. It's not even that these veins are a spirit in of itself, but there is something here that is so terrible that it is warping the spirit world around it. Mm-hmm. And because you can kind of get a sense for both the spirit realm and the Shadowlands, the realm of the dead, both of them are being negatively impacted by whatever the fuck is here.
Is this like the thing that Xavier went to go find?
The stuff that Xavier talked about, the stuff that some of the other gangrel talked about, this is kind of in that vein.
So whatever's in here has changed the spiritual landscape of both the dead and the spirit worlds. There's veins. It's constricting. This is the reason why Xavier left. This is the kind of hellish nightmare that none of the other Justicariat wanted to acknowledge. This is the shit. This is bad. This is sick. I don't know that we should go inside.
We don't have a lot of choice.
We can try and lure it out.
What would happen if we go in there?
I don't know, but There is blood here. And she motions at the pure white snow. And it's darker, and it's sicker, and it's older, and the house is wrapped in these sickening veins.
In order to lure something out, we need bait.
Right here.
I don't think we're good enough. And we got a whole pile of goons that Shaw's inevitably paying to come here. And they're going to get here if we hold up and wait and try to figure out a way to lure this thing out. I think Miles is right. I don't think we have a choice.
I don't think we do either, but we need to know that if we go in here, there's a chance we're not coming out.
And
we're definitely... Well, there's a not coming out and there's a not coming out.
There's a not coming out the same, I think.
There's things worse than dying. And that's what we're looking at here.
Neil sort of appears next to everybody out of the snow. Yeah, but...
Jesus.
It's already...
Someone put a fucking bell on you.
Even if we did, you wouldn't notice the bell.
When we already know it's spreading.
Yeah.
Those things in the woods, the thing that took Joey, right? The weeping bear.
No, this is it.
Yeah. And
this is the infection.
Sometimes you gotta cut a cancer out.
Miles.
Yes.
This is a scorched earth.
In case we do get separated in there, or whatever happens, I contacted my buddy Blake.
Right.
He works with the State Highway Patrol. I asked him to keep a lookout on these main roads here. So if he calls your phone, he's probably letting you know that they caught wind of Shaw's boys moving this way. There's only a couple of ways they can drive here, and I don't think they're going to take a chance to take back roads. So if Blake calls, he's my friend, and he's giving us a heads up, all right?
Right. Wynn, you and Neil try to mitigate whatever we may get from in here. Look, I don't know if you can. Do what you can. Okay? That's all we're asking. But we have to do this for multiple reasons.
We need to be prepared to lose each other.
We know at least a little bit what we're looking at. Can you imagine if Shaw sends a truckload of Brujahawk rampaging through this place?
Yeah, I can.
Let's get our gloves on.
Neil slaps on a pair of latex gloves out of his pocket. It just looks
Wynn
at them like, this
too.
isn't going to do anything, but does it
Wynn's
anyways.
just like, it's bows and arrows against the lightning. But here we go.
Look, there may be maybe more to it than just the physical objects. So we'll see what happens.
Uh-huh.
I'm meaning in protection. There's a lot to be said about creating barriers. What I know is true.
Intent matters.
Look, we gotta take whatever we can get.
Yeah.
So put your minds in the right place.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes,
gear
sir.
up, get ready, and get the job done.
Wynn kind of puts her hand out. We have each other's backs.
I guess.
Britta will reach out
Put your
and place
goddamn
her
hand in.
So
hand in the circle.
Neil like
juvenile.
struggles with the latex a little bit and then puts his
And then I
bare
put my hand in the middle.
Johnny does as well.
Neil with his hand in there sort of like squeezes a little bit, like he's definitely nervous but trying not to show it. Okay, let's I don't know, what do we say? The team on 3, or is this just, should we just go?
Just make it out alive.
Make it out alive.
Yeah, that's
Make it out alive.
make it out ourselves.
Make it out ourselves.
We're going to laugh about this tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hope so.
Let's go, team.
So the group of you climb up the rest of the hill. Wynn, the snow it smells like that horrible charnel scent, like a slaughterhouse that has gone unclean for generations.
Wynn kind of pulls a bandana up over her face.
And as you draw closer, I need the group of you to make stealth checks.
Oh boy.
I'm an obfuscate. You still want me to make one?
Obfuscate, you're cheating in A-OK.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
What up, Solid Snake?
3 successes.
3.
I got a point of stealth. Currently dex 6. 2 celerity.
You're good.
Yeah, but I'd like to count how good.
She wants the
Very.
numeric now.
Feel that.
Good.
I get that, yeah. Straight up.
Alright, so what happens with a graceful? It's a 10s explode?
10's count is 2.
10s count is 2?
Yep.
Yeah, what was in there
Okay,
too?
so therefore I have
7 successes.
8.
3. I have 0 skill.
So
I have
Don't do
0
the 6,
skill.
yeah.
I don't have stealth. Does that take away from it?
3. Was that?
I don't have stealth.
It
Does
makes
that
it
take away
plus
from
1
it?
difficulty, so you'd have 6 instead of 5.
Oh, okay, that will definitely... Actually, no, still 8. These are 6s, these are not 5s.
That is accurate.
So the group of you creep up, and you actually make it towards where there's this massive garden that's kind of set up. All of the bushes are kind of like, there's no green here. Everything's like a dried out husk. Those of you who are like more woodsy, such as, Wynn,
Hi.
It's probably extra
this
creepy
garden
right now.
hasn't really grown in a long time. This is all like dead plant life that was probably dead in the summer.
It's actually also
And-
like extra creepy because of the
Yeah.
snow that's covering everything.
The crimson snow that she sees
Oh.
covering this is not great. It is.
Fuck it all.
It is awful. You guys head up the stairs towards the back entrance to this very rather beautiful, huge Victorian-styled home. As you get up to that point, there's a layer of snow caked over it that pretty clearly indicates that no one's been through this space for a bit. The lights are not on inside.
I will heighten senses hearing. Is it to try to see if there's noise within the house?
Same.
You hear howling wind, and as you kind of get closer to the house, it's very quiet, at least in the next room over, just past that back door. You don't hear any sounds of movement.
Basement or main door?
Main door. Johnny, Wynn, take the door. Me and Britta will cover outside.
I'll get up to the door, and I'll try and kind of look around to see if I can... I'm guessing there's probably like a small glass section of the window to kind of look in.
It's the window itself. It's kind of got that like old kind of warping shaped glass.
Yeah.
It itself has like stained glass work. Do you have any academics?
I do.
So I do actually have a point of academics.
So why don't you guys give me an intelligence academics roll?
Nope. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
2 successes.
That is 2 successes.
2 as well for Wynn.
Yep.
Okay. The stained glass is definitely an image of the Archangel Michael, kind of standing in like a pious position. Beside him is like his legendary weapon. There's a halo over him, and it looks like someone who has a very personal interest in like stained glass work actually took the time to make this and put it here. This is not like very typical of like a Victorian style house at all. This is like someone's like personal choice. That said, can I have self-control from Britta really quick?
Yeah,
Sure.
correct.
I think it's natural that Johnny doesn't notice it because the main reason he's looking at the door is he's actually looking over to see if he can see any traps or some kind of like wire or anything like that.
Give me a perception plus alertness, difficulty 8. It's very hard to see through the warped glass.
Self-control is just the one virtue, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And am I able to use one of my willpowers?
Yes.
Okay, I will use one of my free willpowers.
1 success.
Counting the one willpower, 1 success.
Okay. With 1 success, you resist the urge to bask in its glory and kind of like snap out of it just enough to get out of Johnny's way as like you kind of got up close and like started taking up all of the space he needed to really kind of do the research he's trying to do.
Oh no, it's a tornado trap.
And
Trapdoor.
Johnny, when you peek through, you don't see anything that really stands out as like some sort of booby trap waiting to hurt anyone or anything of the like.
All right. I think this door might be all right. I'll grab the handle and I'll very slowly try the handle.
It is locked.
Anyone want to give this a shot?
And Neil appears next to everybody again. Yeah, I can. Unless.
My hands
what
are...
are you?
I'm not great, but I know enough to get in a lockbox.
Do you want to help me out?
Sure.
We can just do this together.
Yeah,
Who's rolling to help him?
You were taking charge. Do you want to do?
I'll do it.
Okay, I will roll to help you.
Okay.
Johnny backs off to give him some space.
Neil takes a little lockpicking kit out of like his fanny pack. Judge me.
I'm so judgmental.
While they're doing
Goddamn
that, I'm
fanny
guessing that
pack
this
you
probably got
know.
like a wraparound porch kind of thing.
Yeah, it kind of like goes right along the outside and has a pretty wide space. Like, this is not a cheap home.
Stealthily kind of like creeps around, just kind of like checking some of the other windows to like make sure we are clear on this porch spot.
Why don't you give me another perception plus alertness after they're done resolving their
What's the difficulty we're looking at here?
The difficulty for this roll is diff 6.
Okay. Take 5 extra dice, Wynn.
Nice.
Starting to think that we should have won.
No, me too.
Yeah, she took the lead, though, so
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think this works fine.
5 successes.
there you go.
The two of you combined casually pop this lock, and
1 success.
okay. You casually pop the lock. Johnny, when you're slipping around looking in through other windows, the sight inside, you hear something before you see it. And what you hear are the buzzing of flies. Like lots and lots and lots and lots of flies. Like you get up to the window and at first you're like, wow, I can't see anything. And then the flies move, allowing you to see into the window. Inside, kind of posted up and postured like everyone's kind of gathered for some sort of party, are these corpses. Some of them are just mounds of rotted meat that don't even look human.
Are they moving at all?
No.
Other than the flies collected on the surface of them.
Right. Like, there's tons of movement, but it's not coming from the bodies.
Get yourselves ready, guys. You might not want to be smelling in there, Britta.
Turn off heightened senses.
What, Johnny, what's the matter?
There's,
Looks as bad on the inside, huh?
yeah. Meat.
Sure.
Bodies and corpses. Just laid out. Just don't, get yourself ready.
Show me. Let me see.
Motions over to come near the window.
Can I see inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, if I start to freak out a little bit, just shake me, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at this, like, mass of bodies, and I'm going to try and gain insight into the pattern of the splay and the flies buzzing around through Eyes of Chaos and see what did this. Or get an idea of, like, the architect of this grisly bullshit, if that's doable.
That'd be helpful. We don't actually know what Vito looks like.
Give me a roll for Eyes of Chaos.
Always comes with a potential downside of just trancing the shit out and not being useful anymore. What's the difficulty I'm looking at here, man?
The difficulty of this roll is 8.
5 successes.
Okay.
It's my best roll.
Johnny, he immediately begins to freak out as he starts to stagger, stumble back, eyes wide, staring at this thing. And for you, Mr. Foster, what you see is like the trough used to feed pigs. This isn't regarded as a murder scene so much as is a spot for like pets to eat their food. As you kind of open yourself up to it, you can feel something about this place aware of you. And while you look at it, it looks back at you. And while you try to comprehend this presence that is beyond the scope of your imagination,
You feel Johnny's fingers wrap around the back of your neck and pull you against the siding of the house as he gets in your face. With me, Neil. With me.
Neil is shaking, and it has nothing to do with the cold.
Whatever this is, in that moment attempted to communicate with you, not through words, but some sort of suggestion beyond such a primitive form of communication. And what it conveys to you is oneness. And a rejection of the unnecessary existence of individuality.
Wynn, did you get that door open?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Wynn.
Why are you sorry?
I didn't really understand everything that you were saying before now. It's not.
We can't stay on this porch. The longer we stay out here, we're going to get more and more freaked out by what's inside. We got to move.
We need to cut the chatter. Wynn, Johnny, inside on point.
That's
Neil, back us
food
up.
in there.
Yeah.
That's what that was. It was a grotesque buffet.
Great. Be prepared
For
for
something
whatever.
else in there.
Tell us about it later. We got to move now.
Watch your no dragon fire inside.
Right. He grabs the axe that he's got, moves up. Wynn, open the door for me.
The door unlocked now. Wynn kind of quietly throws it open. She pulls out a knife because she doesn't intend to use claws if there's mortals in here. But she is prepared to.
And
But she'll let Johnny go first.
And when the door goes open, Johnny will kind of rush inside. Not loudly, but just kind of like get in there so that if there's something right behind the door, he's on top of it.
The door opens for you. This place is covered in like dust and lumps of like fat that have like coalesced like candle wax in areas. As you make your way in, initially this space, whatever this room was, it's kind of just covered in like stacks of junk and things that have been collected. A lot of it looks to be like actually like ritzy fancy clothes from over the years. You know, like cigarettes and high heels and all sorts of things. Jewelry.
Like from a lot of different kinds of people?
Yes.
Completely freaked out. As soon as no one is looking at him, Neil disappears again.
Johnny, we clear this floor and then we check upstairs.
I have a feeling it's downstairs, but alright.
Yeah, me too. But
Whoever
I want to make
has
sure we're not getting
point,
surprised.
I need a perception plus investigation roll.
You got this, or you want me to go
It is a
ahead?
knowledge, which means you may not roll it unless you possess the ability.
Thankfully, I have investigation.
All right.
I've turned the flashlight on my assault rifle so I can't see in the dark.
Never gonna.
So
Difficulty.
6 plus 2 if you're in the dark.
Well, I am in the dark.
Nope, he's got a flashlight.
Perfect. Either way, it's 2 successes.
Great. So with 2 successes, Johnny, you find yourself kind of crouching down, and down on the dusty floor, there's like smears of something that's moved through here. Probably more than one something. And sometimes it kind of like puts warps in the dust like a moving snake. Other times they are like size 28 shoe size footfalls. Something like big, and whatever it is, it's so heavy that you can actually see like the ripples and the dust from like the ground jumping up in response of its footfalls.
It's probably spots on the walls where it's actually brushed up against the walls and stuff too, that big.
It is big. The
Johnny,
little chandelier that's in the room is like knocked down and broken apart, just probably from whatever it is, just brushing up against it.
Johnny kind of waves a hand up so everybody sees, and then points at the spots on the ground as he kind of moves deeper in.
Wynn follows closely, trying to keep an eye out.
Britta follows instructions and keeps an eye out for her side.
I'm scanning left on the way too, and hopefully Neil's providing support.
Neil walks in the rear and is just looking around, waiting for something to jump out at them.
Does it look like the spots on the floor go into like the dining room where those corpses were?
Yes.
And does it look like it leaves from a different spot, or does it look like it comes back through this way?
It looks like it's come back and forth on many occasions.
So it looks like it's just a trail that it goes down and comes back.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like a circuit that it's walking. It's just that this is this thing that lumbers around this huge home.
As a paranoid Malkavian who still has heightened senses up, I'm actively looking for like things or people or stuff.
Neil, you see it first, but over in the dining room, there's the movement of a shadow and something moving on 3 legs with eyes that kind of like hang, like hanging disgusting like glands down from like around its neck, kind of wobble and shift, looking around the space, and with like a maw that has just rows and rows and rows of teeth. This thing kind of creeps into the dining room area, and the flies give it a wide berth as it enters, and it begins like sniffing the air. It does not seem to notice any of you, and instead focuses its attention on one of these corpses that remain, and it just grabs onto the leg of this woman and with terrifying ease sloughs flesh from bone and begins to eat. When it pulls the flesh from bone, it is not by raw force that it does this, but it is the way the flesh reacts obedient to the creature that causes it to collect its meat and begin eating.
Wynn kind of raises a hand and makes eye contact with Miles and makes a symbol like, shoot it.
Johnny, I think reactively is going to put an axe in the back of its skull.
Give me a Dex plus Stealth as you creep up. I'm going to give...
We have.
Did you pop your dice at all?
Oh, yeah.
It's not aware of us.
Super did. I got you. Hold on, let me roll.
I'm covering Johnny.
Oof. Well,
Damn, dude.
that is 8 successes.
I have 0. So all of those are going to go into your ambush attack roll.
All right.
And attacking from behind, so it's plus 2 dice.
Okay. 2.
So you're adding 10 dice to your attack roll.
Adding 10 dice to my attack roll?
Because of surprise.
God.
And you're doing it from behind.
Bruja do it from behind.
Rogue style.
Yeah.
Barbarian rogues. Not okay.
Not okay.
I'm gonna roll this, and then I'm gonna roll the plus 10 dice.
Probably
If I'm hitting for the head, would that be a called shot? Can I determine what the head is on this thing?
I mean, the head and the torso are so deeply intertwined with one another that
Then
I'm not going to...
That's fine.
It has no neck.
We're looking for
Yeah.
6s again.
It's the Uncle Fester.
You're looking for 6s.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6 successes. 9. I rolled 3 1s on that one.
9 successes?
9 successes.
Okay, 8 will roll over into damage.
Should have given him an axe.
And an
a long
axe
time
is
ago.
3 damage.
Yes, sir.
And a comfortable rubber grip.
You added your celerity for your attack roll, right?
Matte black.
Oh, I did not. And the 2 more ones. So that'll be 7. Thanks, Lex.
I thought I was helping. I was like,
You're asking Garrett to roll more dice. You're not helping.
So you're looking at 10 plus whatever your strength is.
Yeah, strength 4, potence, plus 3 for the axe.
I mean, if you're straight up trying to murk this thing, you might want to think about using that potence ability, right? Or did you already roll the dice?
Yeah, I'll roll the dice. Why? What potence ability?
Isn't that the one where you just straight
all right, successes.
for damage?
I thought you were just rolling extra dice with potence.
Unless you spend a point of blood and make it automatic successes instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I need
Conserve
to
your
conserve
blood.
blood. So 7 successes.
Okay. You crack, and it makes the loud snap that, like, an axe going into, like, chopped wood makes.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing shudders in pain and lets out a sound that's kind of something like the squeal of a pig, but significantly more menacing. And you begin to go in rounds. Give me initiative.
Oh, like trash. Thankfully, it's still a 15.
Neil, what'd you
I
get?
got a 1.
I'm a 16.
Miles?
16.
Wynn?
12.
Britta?
12.
Johnny?
15.
Monsters on 14. Neil, Miles, do you guys care who goes first?
Let Miles do it. I'm not going to be helping very much.
Miles.
So that made a really loud noise?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I guess we're shooting it. 6 successes.
Jesus.
5 carry over to damage.
What are you shooting with?
Assault rifle.
Oh, right. He's got a shotgun.
Yeah, I didn't really want to hit John.
That makes
I also
sense.
don't have a shotgun.
You look so small right now.
That'll be 6.
Oh boy. You put a round in it and lets out another squeal and staggers, looking around, realizing now that it's got more than one opponent to deal with. And then we're going to go right on to Neil.
This thing's in the dining room. This is like
Yeah.
one of those old Victorian houses. So I'm going to stay in the hallway outside the dining room, my back against the wall, and obfuscate, and hold an action in case something else like comes down the stairs into the hall or out of the living room.
When you put your back to the wall, give me a perception plus alertness.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That seems bad.
What's the normal difficulty on this?
The normal difficulty on this is going to be 8.
8? So it's a 5.
Yes.
Lex, I need to know a thing that Wynn might know.
What's up?
Does any of the intelligence gathered on Mr. Zantosa indicate that this thing could be Mr. Zantosa?
It's unclear what this thing was before, but whatever it is, it probably isn't making sneaky side deals with Shaw.
Okay.
3
Looks to
successes.
be deceiving.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay, so with 3 successes, as you kind of put your back to the wall, you can feel the vibrations of a lot of little things coming from the other room.
Who's next to, who's nearest to me?
Britta,
Britta. Can I, whisper to Britta something without breaking
if
obfuscate?
you have Vanish from the Mind's Eye, yes.
Fuck. All right. All right.
An F-bomb per session.
If something's coming from that room, I'm still... Britta, something's coming behind us. And I'm going to just break out. They're just going to appear and be like, something's coming from in there. A lot of little stuff. And I'm going to post up with a shotgun aimed at that door. And for when... it's a lot of little things. Maybe a shotgun will help. And wait until stuff shows up. By the way, because I'm holding a shotgun attack, I'm dropping heightened senses. like...
Johnny.
I still have its back, correct?
Yep.
Try and put this thing down. 3 successes.
2 carry over to damage.
Thankfully, that's 3 10s. So that's 7 damage.
With a resounding blow, Johnny comes down with the axe, and this thing begins to spasm, slump to the ground, and just twitch every now and again. Wynn.
Is this thing dead or dying?
It is on the ground. Eyes kind of cease to move, and it's twitching.
In that case, I'm going to wait and see if more monsters show up.
Britta.
Which room did he say? Out of game?
It's probably a sitting room.
The sitting room, like, across the hall from the dining room.
Do I have a sniper rifle? Which gun did he give me for this?
Sniper rifle's no good here.
Yeah.
So probably take an assault rifle.
Okay. Redirect my gun towards that area. Warn the group that that's where that's coming from.
Okay.
Sitting room.
On 10, 14 of these things, no larger than the size of a soccer ball,
Still pretty large.
begin crawling in. A number of them have what looks to be human intestines attached to them, and their legs, while spindly, are clearly made from bone, probably ribs, as they click along the ground and walls, headed into the room looking for signs of trouble.
Horrible little ticks made of human pieces.
Yes.
Cool.
If you had held actions,
Yes.
you may take them.
As soon as they show up, I'm just going to fire with a shotgun into the area that they are. I'm on their flank.
Actually, these things do not have
The-
orientation.
all right. Okay, 4 successes.
Okay.
So 4 successes, 4 damage.
With you open up and they keep moving.
They sort of
It
like
just hits this bone carapace.
scramble
And
backwards.
these things made from like femurs and rib cages and skulls and just bone and meat harvested from humans. They just continue rushing in, and it is a lot.
I scramble backwards a little bit as much as I can, and
Why don't we go to Wynn?
Gonna split my action to take swipes.
Gun it.
First swing, 1 success.
Hit.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay. One of them splats as your hand goes right into a ribcage, and you feel like brain matter and a beating heart.
oh, it's the heart that did it.
Yeah, I try not to feel that as I gear up for the next swipe. 1 success to hit.
Okay.
3 successes for damage.
Okay. Next one dead.
You win.
You can strafe. I don't know if you're familiar with that. You can hit a number of people in an area with your gun. You empty your clip, but you get 10 extra dice.
Oh.
Plus 2 difficulty.
I assume you would have given me additional ammo. Yeah. Well, I'd like to ask you, since you're the one supplementing what I have.
Child, do not consult me so.
Okay. That
I
sounds...
will not ignore this
Wise.
insolence.
Go nuts, Britta.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, I did not expect Britta
Oh,
to
I have
be
the perfect amount
the
of dice.
fucking-
one of the combat
Nailed it.
characters.
Beast?
Of the
Yeah.
group,
Exactly
Celerity.
It
perfect.
was meant to be.
Celerity is still...
Well, celerity
I
plus
don't
secret
have-
firearms background.
You know what I don't have the perfect amount of, though? Is hands.
That's so many
You
dice.
look like you're playing Exalted.
This game
I
keeps getting
can't,
exalted
I
dice.
can't
rolls.
actually...
Do you
Well,
want me to
Dragons
shake
happens,
half
yeah.
for you?
No,
Do you want
I
the
won't.
bucket?
Yeah, the bucket might be
The
best.
bucket might be best.
Dice Corral, you scumbag.
Wow.
Use the bucket.
Apparently
I'm
those
just
are
going to drop it, because I can't really shuffle.
I'm just looking. I'm impressed about your dice rolling.
Okay.
That's what it looks like to be good at rolling dice.
Okay, so this is 6 successes.
How would you like to divide up those successes amongst the 12 remaining targets? You can do 1 each and hit 6 of them. You can stack it all on 1.
Yeah, let's risk it. 1 per 6.
Okay. We're going to do this a little simplified.
Okay.
You're going to give me 1 damage roll. I'm going to give 1 soak roll, and we're going to apply it across the board.
Okay. 3 success.
You kill 6 more.
Jesus.
They scurry and screech, but the screech isn't like the sound of vocal cords. It's like air being pressed through like these small like holes that they breathe through.
Also, it is super fucking loud. Like a full automatic fire inside indoors is no fucking joke.
I emptied the clip.
Johnny's already got tinnitus, so it's okay. I've lived a hard life.
She goes in the direction that Miles previously indicated to her. You were covering left, I was covering right. Mm-hmm. So she goes from right to left and empties the clip into.
So the 6 on your side that you were supposed to cover dropped dead. Like
Yes.
Great. Love having to live up expectations. Can I dominate? Can I find their eyes?
I don't think they have eyes,
No,
dude.
I don't think they're going to reply to
They
dominate.
might have eyes somewhere in there.
Oh.
One of them have eyes, and they look in pain and soulful.
Also, I can't group dominate.
It's just like one little like innocent blue eye,
You hear Sarah
like
McLaughlin
expecting
start
to
playing.
die. So that's round 1. Round 2, Neil.
Oh, my courage is so low.
Is it below 3?
Yeah.
I need a courage check.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
Poor thing.
foursies.
I want that 5th dot of courage
Nope.
so bad.
I want
No,
4.
I'm going to be diving into a closet and hiding.
Neil starts running.
Does he drop the gun?
Probably not.
No, he's keeping that with him.
Normally, I wouldn't be upset, but he has broken from the group of characters in a horrible Victorian murder house.
Yeah. I know what I did.
Not only that, he does this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he literally
Yeah, he
breaks out
just-
from us all. It's like it's normal.
Neil's fine. He's
Except
getting
for
ripped
this
apart in a
scenario.
fucking murder flesh
He's going to hide in
basement.
the closet.
Yeah, he's
assume
dealing with another threat.
And
I mean,
size-
that's what he's doing.
Okay, so
Neil
I
takes
start
off
to
from the room.
I can't blow willpower or anything to stop until I'm away from these things, right?
Yep.
Okay.
As soon as you break line of sight, you can try.
He'll get another courage roll next round.
Right, you can obfuscate though. Right?
He's in control of his faculty. It's not a full-on Rorschach. It's just...
Okay, I'm just running.
Yep,
All
he's
right.
just
I
running.
was like, as soon as you do it, you're like obfuscate.
Yeah, I freak out and start to run and start looking for like a closet or some sort of way to break line of sight so I can hide.
Yeah. Miles.
Great. I guess I'll do the other side.
I'm with you, man.
Sorry, the stuff on our side is
fucking
just dying, though.
Team murder ladies are hard to keep up with, man.
Yeah.
These are lovely, kind dice. I keep trying to tell you.
They are meant for you.
They've waited over a decade for you, apparently.
They've been waiting for appreciation.
They've been looking for the
Waiting
right person.
since, 2006? 2005 I got those?
So 15 years.
They've waited 15 years for a person
For
like
their
you.
someone to come and master them.
I understand them.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
Decca.
8.
Okay. 8 are dead.
Out of 14, there's 6 left.
6 left.
So we'll do this one, and then I can add 2 successes to 2 of them.
2 dice.
2 dice, that's what I mean. 1s are a killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really are.
Nothing on the other 2.
Okay. They keep moving.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry, Miles. Britta still gets to be the coolest.
Fuck off!
Oh my god, Rebecca, are you okay?
Yes.
She's basking. That's what's happening over there. She's basking. Everyone can hear it.
We laugh because this is extremely tense.
I feel so terrible for your blushing.
She's got blush of health, it's fine.
Oh, man.
She's just method as fuck.
The internet can't hear how much she's blushing.
I feel
That's
like they
called
can.
basking.
It's not basking if you
like-
don't enjoy it,
I
man.
feel like they are fully aware.
Yeah, is it basking if we're doing it?
I think there's a very different target for that word.
Hey, man, I'm on your.
What
I'm
did
on
they
your
roll
side.
on soak on that one, by the way? 3?
1.
1? I had 2 1s.
I'm sorry,
sucks.
buddy.
Yep.
These up armored critters.
You know, obviously we wanted them all to die because They haven't gotten to act yet, and I don't want them to.
Yep. Because if you are correct, and these are giant ticks with human parts, I can guess what they're going to do.
Yeah. Johnny.
He's going to try and ask two of them a question.
Get out of here, Shaw.
I was going to say, when did Shaw get here?
Oh my god, Garrett's been playing Shaw the whole time.
Whole time.
It was me.
Oh, like there's a sweet mechanic. I'm like, oh wait, no, that's different here.
It was me, Austin.
Pulls his face off, and like, I stopped understanding your plan. I don't know why you're here.
Wait, Shaw has had vicissitude this entire time?
Possibly.
Please don't make it worse
No
than it is.
comment.
2 successes on the first attack,
That's not a thing we need.
and 2 successes on the second attack.
Boom, get him.
Get him, Jenny.
Oh, there's them ones coming again. 2 successes on the first damage swing. 2 successes on the second damage swing.
Dead.
So we got 4 more of these things left.
When you split them, like, it kind of like cracks open like a coconut.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you just see like parts of people. This time there's like teeth and like a tongue. Hey, Johnny.
Johnny,
Can I get a Sabbat roll?
absolutely.
Oh boy.
So we're looking at intelligence plus lore.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3 dice. But I got 2 successes.
Nice.
When vicissitude is used, there are kind of telltale signs of it. It's, it's an art. It's craft. The way this is all like melded together, it looks like this just happened.
Like, this is just like droppings of something.
Like lumps of meat kind of
Falling
coalesced
off.
into a thing and like took off.
Like something horrible is like just like shedding, and these are the things that are falling off of it or something.
Yeah.
Johnny grits his teeth as he chops the 2 in half. How many of these things are there?
There's 4 left.
Yes.
I'm going to take a swing with one hand first at one of the 3 successes.
Damage plus 2 dice.
5 successes.
Dead.
Second swing. No successes.
Okay. Ready?
I believe I have to put more ammo in.
I'm going to say you have 3 mags total.
3 besides the one that came with the guns, or 3 mags?
Actually, it's got the 1 magazine and 2 extra.
Do you have a sidearm on you?
Was I provided one?
I have one, so I imagine you do.
Is that also a split action? Because you're drawing
Action to
and then...
draw.
Yep.
Shoot. But you don't have to roll to draw.
Okay, then I will use my sidearm.
Give me dex plus celerity plus firearms divided by 2.
There's 3
There's
left.
3 left.
Yeah, I whiffed on the second one.
3 success.
2 carry over into damage.
5 successes.
So good.
Another one dies, a bit of blood squirting up into the ceiling, and it just falls limp. 2 of them remain, and those remaining 2 will take a bite action. 1 on Johnny, 1 on Wynn. Johnny has 2 successes to hit you.
Cool. I'm going to use one of my celerity actions to dodge. 4 successes.
Ugh. It leaps at you. You weave out of the way, and it just clings to the wall beside you.
Axe raised up above.
Mandibles and teeth kind of like opening up into this like little mouth.
Probably not that little if it's the size of a soccer ball.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's about like a human-sized mouth.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
No.
Not at all like a cat.
Not at all like a cat. These
Like
are
a pet
cats
cemetery
imagined
cat.
by H.R. Geiger.
John Carpenter's the cat.
Wynn.
Yo,
It whiffs.
hot.
Who has celerity actions?
I don't believe I have because I didn't declare anything.
Johnny, time to
using
put in some work. How many celerity actions do you have remaining?
That's the last one. So the one that tried to jump to bite me, I jumped out of the way and I just put an axe into it instead.
Johnny really was meant to wield an axe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
A matte black axe.
Colors are important, damn it.
2 successes.
Okay, one's going to carry over into damage. Give me a roll.
Actually, unless Swift counts here.
Yeah, you've hit it with the quickness. Go.
Oh, that would be 4 successes.
So 3 carry over.
Yeah. 4 successes.
Dead. 1 remains. Neil.
I'm gonna dive into a coat closet.
First, give me a courage roll.
Yep. Nope. Exact same roll.
You rush off into the next room, the parlor, go into the parlor. You slam the door shut behind you, and
You boy.
you immediately realize that you're not alone. And quickly, with like a half-smoked cigarette at his mouth. The sides of his hair kind of like cut short, and like hair up top, like just greased and gelled back, is this man with like a pencil mustache, very, very pale skin. He's wearing like a little bit of like a large collared button-down shirt, and his sleeves are rolled up, and he's quickly shoving these documents into like something akin to like a messenger bag, like a backpack he has. He like stops seeing you when you see him.
Don't worry, I think we're safe in here.
He uses dread gaze.
But nice try.
He makes a hissing noise. He does not have fangs, and it tries to force you to flee.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I'll spend a point of willpower.
I'm sure he will. Ooh.
That is 5 successes.
Yep.
Plus 1, 6 successes on the dread gaze.
Cool.
This is a bad place for Neil.
So I run into the room.
He is using celerity and has 1 additional action this round.
Once the target loses enough dice that he cannot perform any action, he's so shaken and terrified that he curls up on the ground and weeps.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I
But-
just
Neil.
So Neil runs in terror into the parlor, slams the door, and then immediately tries to turn around and run in terror back into the hallway.
While Yakety Sax plays in the background.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Neil. Alright, so...
We laugh because we're all gonna die.
It's me.
Miles.
Oh.
I just
So
want
I
to get back
will-
into obfuscate.
I
Alright.
move towards the last tick, let the gun drop on the sling, draw the katana, and attack, and go, Britta, after Neil. 4 successes.
Give me damage.
How many dice did you roll?
4.
Nice.
5.
Dead. You slice clean through, like, the rib cage legs.
The little soccer ball sits there for a second, and then 2 halves slide apart, anime style.
I'm intending to go after him as well.
You both can get to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a check for you to open up the, to reload.
Okay.
My plan is to run to the door and open it so you can shoot.
Okay.
If you want to
She
not
won't
move.
have the...
She won't have the...
She doesn't have the action.
Okay.
You know what? I still have bullets in the handgun, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will just full out run there. I will not split my action to
Okay.
reload. You were
You
going
guys-
before me initiative-wise.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Wynn opens the door.
Yep.
You see Neil now panicking back towards you. And I'm just going to wrap up this one celerity action. And then we should be good for next round, basically, when everyone comes back in.
Yep.
So, 2 successes to hit. He rushes through, and the 2 of you see this. He dips his fingers into Neil's back and presses his rib cages up through his heart. And a fountain of blood bursts out of Neil's chest onto the 2 of you. Neil, lose half your blood.
Oh, Jesus.
Johnny actually didn't take his action yet, so he'd probably just have moved with them.
You can move with them just fine.
So he's with them when he sees that.
Round it up or down. I've got 5 left.
Round up.
You lose
So
3.
I'm losing 3.
Then +1 for Bonecraft.
Oh,
He is dealing 6 levels of lethal damage.
okay. Well, here's my 2 dice. Well, I will take all of that damage. How much was it?
7.
7. Cool. I'm in torpor.
6.
Right?
It was 6.
It was 6.
Was it 6?
6 lethal,
All right, 1.
unless there's another added.
No, 6.
Okay, well, I'm not at incap, but barely.
It now reminded that you could have spent willpower on your...
Yeah, I'm reminding them that too, as we speak. God damn it.
All that free willpower. you
All that free willpower.
Like, those are the places where you want to...
It's 100% the place we use it. Well, yeah. It's the
Wait,
first time I've used this ability in combat. Give me a minute.
Huh?
What were you suggesting to do? We use willpower.
I've got 4 fucking free willpower for those courage checks.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 free success is all he needs. As long as he doesn't botch the roll.
I'm an idiot. Alright, well, this is what I get. My blood exploding out of my chest.
Sorry.
What happens when you use blood magic?
Shut up!
Buddy, not the time.
Just saying.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Wynn's gonna need a frenzy check. It's
Neil lets out a gurgling scream.
Something might
The
need
two
to
of
be
you
done
are
here.
just, the three of you are just doused in your friend's blood. I need frenzy checks from all three of you.
Yep.
What's that roll? Self-control?
Self-control, diff 6 for the two of you, diff 8 for your boy Johnny.
I'm gonna spend one of those free willpower, having learned
Samesies.
the lessons.
This is going to be really bad if it's like, let's take him alive. Oh, no.
Well,
3
Spend willpower.
successes.
How much blood do you have left?
It's a good thing I spent the willpower.
okay. It's like
Good success.
I need a test for hunger frenzy. You are capped at 2 dice.
3.
1. All right.
living dangerously.
Yeah.
Now that I remembered and I'm not a complete idiot, I'm going to spend one of my fucking willpower and I'm going to for my hunger frenzy. 2 success.
All right.
Action
Next round. Vito's on 17.
Oh, fuck off.
That guy.
That is after prepping 3 additional actions this round. Johnny.
Yeah.
No. You have claws.
Yeah, I do.
He will uncage the ravenous beast on you. He is there making a social roll against your willpower.
Okay.
What
Current or total?
Was that?
Current or total?
Your actual permanent rating.
I have 7 willpower.
Okay. Spend 1 willpower.
Fly.
7 successes. Okay. So, covered in blood, the group of you managed to maintain control just long enough, and then Vito looks at you and sends his beast into your body. But his beast is not like that of a regular kindred, because his is mutated with vicissitude. And as it enters you, your body begins to twist, and you begin to stand much taller than you have as you start to black out as this, whatever this is in you seizes control. You will immediately assume the horde form, and you are in a berserk frenzy.
Can I say one thing before it takes over me?
Yep.
Run.
So, what this does, you receive a +3 bonus to all of your physical attributes, and your brawling attacks deal an automatic extra level of damage.
Hey guys, remember in the test combat before we started recording when I got killed by a party member because of stupid Vis shit? Yay!
Believe me, it's been flashing through my head the whole time.
We are randomly going to be determining who the target of your frenzy is. Vito is a viable target, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because they're at your flanks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll the d10.
Can I spend any amount of willpower to narrow that field down? Because I was looking at Vito.
No.
Okay. Rebecca, blow on this. Thank you.
Could you spit all over it?
That was a different
6.
instruction.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
What are you going on right now?
15.
Can I spend one of my celerity actions to interpose so she comes after me?
Was that?
Can I spend one of my celerity actions to interpose?
I'm going to run away.
So she comes after me.
Dude, you have a person's hands on you.
He took him out because he pointed at her.
He doesn't point.
Oh.
He glared.
Oh, so you can point with your hands at a person.
Yeah. you can use your hands to
Damn
point.
it. Well, I'm going to try and run away anyways.
That's fair. That's fair.
That was his 17.
Yeah.
We are on 16 right now.
Yeah.
That's me and Miles.
You have made a terrible mistake coming here. And now you will die.
So his hands are inside me. I can't run away here, right?
Was that?
I can't just run away. His
He
hands
doesn't
are
really have you grappled. You can just step forward.
into Wynn.
Your situation's not great.
No.
Just letting you know.
Basically, I have two
But yeah,
choices here.
he does not actually have you grappled.
You
Okay.
could passion him down.
There's no places for me to duck and hide. So I'm going to get out of
I'm
break
gonna
line of sight on Wynn. Like, within a few steps, right?
You're in a parlor, so you can jump behind the bar and
Could I get there before Wynn acts? That's my question.
that's your action, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to just pull
You
myself...
are in a very bad situation.
Yeah, I'm going to pull myself off of his hands and just, dive over the bar and huddle in terror and hopefully disappear.
Okay.
If I can get off his hands. I don't know how
Yeah,
icky they are.
Yeah, I don't think he actually has a
What I
grapple.
do need is a Dex plus Athletics roll.
Fuck!
no.
To get over the bar.
Oh, no!
Wait, what's your die pool for that?
-6.
You
No.
spend a fucking
Yeah,
willpower.
minus
Yeah, you
5 for
spend
being
that goddamn-
crippled.
And then -6, yeah. So he's at -11 dice.
So you can't do anything.
So I can't do it. Unless spending a willpower for a lot of success counts as anything.
Can you walk around? Can you, as long as you don't have to make a death athletics roll.
Is
you're
there
fine.
any way I can get there without having to make a roll?
Roll a d10 higher or low.
Oh, boy. Let's go high.
Because otherwise you try to vault it and you just fall down crying.
I'm just gonna, that's
Just run
true.
your shattered
3.
ribs.
Cool. So the answer's no. Does blowing a willpower let me get over the thing?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
You saw this
It's
in
more
your
like
vi-
Do not take that as how that works for the future.
I totally get it. I totally get it. Do you want me to blow multiple willpower to be able to do this?
Actually, how does penalties work in this?
Yeah, give me three.
When you are, is there luck die in this or no? Because in like New WOD, when your pool is reduced below 0, you can still roll a single d10.
Yeah,
How
you don't
that
get to
works?
roll.
There's no roll in this.
You just don't roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dreadgaze also has specific.
Yeah, if
Things
Dragate
to
straight
it.
up says if you don't have a dice pool, you don't do anything.
You just cower.
See, Rob, it's good that you didn't spend those previous willpower. You needed them. You needed
Sort
them
of,
now.
except
You
we
needed
wouldn't
to spend
be in
the
this
3 of them.
situation if I had fucking remember.
You needed them,
All right.
Rob.
I blow 3 willpower to, like, clamber over and hide and just silently weep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll a d10.
5.
All right, Johnny is your target now.
I'm going to move into that room,
Yep.
put myself between her and him, and be like, still.
And so you get between Wynn and Johnny,
Right.
and then you
Well, basically between Wynn and everyone else.
meet her monstrous eyes.
Yep.
There's still something in there, you know.
I'm
They
also.
still have the seagull color.
Yep.
You
So,
okay, Neil?
No.
He predicted this.
2 successes.
That's 2 rounds.
That is 2 rounds.
Wynn,
Yo.
on your action on 15, you remain still. Johnny,
Hit him real hard. At this point, fucking kill him. I don't care. This shit can't keep happening. Like, it basically is like, hit him with everything. I don't know. This is bad.
Cut this bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay him out with a haymaker. I'm gonna spend for potence, so the potence will be auto successes.
don't do it. You don't understand what you're messing with.
He didn't understand.
It's like real hard until the axe comes up. He's like, no.
So it's the haymaker, so he's just winding back a meaty Bruja fist.
4 successes.
Okay, he'll dodge. He burns a celerity action.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Weaves out of the way.
Are you kidding me?
You don't want to know what happens if I'm not here to feed it.
Oh, fuck you. Change my friend back and I'll let you live.
This is who she is now. Britta.
I think I'm doing the dumb thing. I'm going to try to entrance him.
Okay. What do you say?
If you'll work with us, maybe we can prevent whatever happens when you're not here. We can work together on this.
Alright, give me a roll.
Doe-eyed is exploding tens, correct?
Yup.
And minus 2 difficulty from enchanting voice.
Yup.
She needs another
All right.
person.
So his current willpower rating is a 5.
Diff 3?
What's the difficulty for getting out of frenzy?
Diff 6.
3 successes. Plus 1 more from the willpower.
So 4? Okay,
Yep.
so you're 1 off.
Okay.
So...
I'll take care of that.
It was real close. There's a lot of ones in that roll.
That's 8, right? Am I miscounting that?
What?
That's 8? Am I...
How long is that? Well, 5 is the max.
5 is a year.
So what do you...
Okay, so what's Vito do?
He kind of, like, nods, like, quickly.
He gets whammied real
Yeah.
fucking hard.
The thing that is underneath this place is dangerous, ancient. It is but the shard of what my family brought here long ago. It must feed, or it will pursue flesh.
How often must it feed?
Can I roll? Can I make another roll?
Yeah.
Gotta spend a willpower.
This is your last frozen turn, right?
Yep.
Blue.
I'm watching.
This could go bad. This could go wrong again real fast.
I'm holding, essentially, and I'm, like, there with, like, the katana prep and, like...
I have
Like-
to spend 1 to just engage in the roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm spending another 1 for an auto success.
Just gonna pull some
1
up really
success.
quick. When Vito, the one responsible for this hideous transformation you've undergone, gives you this look of regret. But you get the sense that it's not regret because he sees you as a person.
Right.
It is regret that he has offended Britta.
Mm-hmm.
And he calls his beast back from you. However, just as you think that this is the end of what you are experiencing, you don't leave horrid form. Now, mechanically, every night you are going to lose 1 from your strength, dex, and stamina. The bonus, the +3.
Mm-hmm.
When all of the bonus is gone, you will have left horrid form.
Okay.
Until then, you cannot shift out of horde form.
Oh, God.
When she shifts into horde form, did that, like, tear all of her clothes and stuff?
Yeah.
So she's just got the rags of, like, of what she was wearing, like, on her and stuff.
Yeah, and she's just this gray-skinned monster that looms and has arms that are longer than they should be, long talons at the end, bone spurs down her back, rows and rows of, like, saliva-soaked teeth. She's just this brutal monster.
Can I talk?
Not easily, but yes, you are capable of some vague communication.
Okay. I reach out a hand and I grab him.
He would like to dodge that. Give me an attack roll. Remember, you have +3 dice.
Nope. I don't know she's better. I'm stopping, as my held action was to dominate her if she tried to move.
Yep, fair.
All right.
6 successes?
One
It's
round
just
of-
still. That's 6 rounds. It doesn't mean you can't talk.
I'm fine, but fuck him.
Vito, these are
I can't
my
stop it
friends.
once it's in effect.
I want you to listen to them like you would listen to me and answer their questions, alright?
Well, this is that you want to know.
Johnny, check on Neil.
What?
Check on Neil.
Yeah.
Miles, you get a call?
Goes over, takes a look at
I
Neil.
put one of my hands out and takes the phone call out.
Hey, is Johnny there? I got some news for him.
I will be taking Johnny's call. Is this Blake?
I don't know who you are, pal.
Johnny-
Let Johnny know.
Johnny reaches over your shoulder and snatches the phone on his way over to Neil.
Blake? Johnny, alright, there you are.
Hey.
Alright, guy. Sorry, I just can't trust anybody, especially with what you're asking me to do here. Alright. I wasn't exactly sure what you'd be expecting to see, but it turns out there's like 6 SUVs on that road, taking their time. A lot of loud music. A bunch of hooligans. Are these gangsters coming after you? Are you okay, Johnny?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Thanks for the heads up on that, Blake.
Alright. Hangs up.
Tosses the phone back. Oh, man. We got Bruja on the way. Probably about 6 SUVs filled with all kinds of goons on the way.
Documents. Where?
Documents on what?
Shaw.
There are no documents on Shaw.
What have you been talking with Shaw about?
He kind of looks at you.
I'd like to know.
It's only because she asked me that I humor you.
Thank you.
Shaw is part of an organization called the Webb.
The Webb?
Yes. They exchange information over long distances. In exchange for my presence being overlooked, I've been asked to send him information when it comes.
Do you have that information? What you've sent him in the past?
I don't. But I know the most recent message.
What was that?
The killing spree comes.
Killing spree?
Yes.
Johnny kind of lurches forward, but realizes that we're in peace right now, so he doesn't, actually get up on him. Say that name one more time.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
How do you know about them?
Everyone knows about the killing spree.
We need to keep this to relevant information.
When a city is to be crusaded and made into a diocese ruled by the Sabbat.
Now Johnny will try to grab him by his shirt and slam him against the wall.
He makes a sound, but it is not a sound of fear or anger. It's like
That felt good.
it felt good.
Johnny,
Gross.
we don't have time for this.
Do you want to live?
I won't tell you anything. He looks excited.
I'll give you one chance. Do you want to live?
I don't want chances.
Johnny,
He's hyperventilating, watching Johnny.
Oh, God.
Maybe we should take this on the road or something if we learn more about the thing in the basement.
I will rake my claws down your chest if you tell me how to contain this thing.
okay.
There is no containing it. It is the end of life, and yet the beginning. Oneness.
Great.
Take them and go.
We're all going.
I can't leave.
You can leave,
Masquerade, Miles.
so go into the forest. That's
Go.
where you were living before. We're all leaving this area because we're about to torch this fucking place.
I don't recommend that.
Why?
Fire is for the weak. It will not slay a god.
There's a god in the basement?
He's talking nonsense.
Maybe not. Can you please explain what you mean?
Centuries ago, during the revolt of Anox, the first of the clan I serve as their first.
We don't have
First among dragons.
We don't have time for stories right now. We got a whole pile of people bearing down on here that are going to kill everything here.
It was killed. I tell you the truth. It was killed. The Stanovic were loyal to it, transported it, and a sojourn, an act of faith across continents. But its corpse is beyond death.
Alright, you can keep telling me about it. Let's get in the car.
Johnny lets go of him.
Oh, okay.
Brett bends down and snatches up the bag.
We'll come back to feed it if we need to, but
I will comply.
Thank you.
I look
He,
like
puts his hand on the back of his head.
go out to your
we have-
place.
Hands where I can
We'll
see
find
him.
you.
There's things I have to do first.
I don't know what that means.
I'll grab the SUV and bring it up closer. Johnny will head out the front with the bag of stuff. Neil, you coming with?
Neil does not appear to be around.
Yep. Figure out where Neil went. I'll get the SUV.
Is he alive?
I don't know. I imagine he's got to be.
Neil, send a message if you're alive.
I will turn on the flashlight on my gun and start looking around the room.
You reload, flashlight on, look around the room.
Neil?
What's your aspects?
I have Auspex 1.
You don't see him.
Neil!
I don't know. We can't stay. Let's hope he follows and hope he's not down.
Johnny will move out and try to get to the SUV as fast as he can
Okay.
without spending blood.
You start heading out.
I'm going to follow out with you and what's-his-face and
What are your marching orders as you guys head out?
Maybe find something to wrap around Wynn.
ask him how bad it's going to be if a bunch of Brujahs show up here.
Could you tell us how bad it would be if others found what's in the basement?
They would be unlikely to leave,
They would serve the god?
but it would be fed.
I see.
We'll make a call. We'll get to the car first. We'll see if we can't head them off. When does this thing need to feed next?
Going to
It
try
depends
to call.
on whether or not these Bruja come.
Let's pretend that they don't.
A week.
Okay.
I'm going to try to call Neil.
Yeah, you call.
You'll get a text message back that says I'm here.
Alright. I stand with...
Keep him with you. Keep an eye on him.
Please stay with me.
What are you doing? Fill me in on any
Oh,
of the
he
details.
sits down,
This can't stay.
What
like
thing?
eyes like lingering
The
on you.
presence of this
Britta's.
in the realms.
So what are you going to do?
Look, figure it out, and find a way to fix.
Get back to me then.
Yeah. I'll be at my house in 3 days.
Got it. If you can dig up Raven, she owes us.
Yeah, she fucking does.
Britta waits for the signal from Miles to go and get in the car and bring her new friend
So you're
with her.
taking him with you to the SUV.
I am.
Wynn, can I get 9 dice? Maybe more. I'll tell you it's already.
This is concerning.
Yeah, he spent a long time looking at your sheet and then asked for dice. I mean,
You didn't look at my sheet.
Snowing out. I need 4 more.
Oh,
And 2 more.
I'm sorry, what?
I think.
As you march him outside,
That is so many dice.
you march. Johnny, you're back at the car. While you're waiting, you do see Britta marching Vito Zantosa towards the vehicle. And as he kind of draws closer with his hands over his head and obeying your instructions to keep your hands where you can see them, you notice that Britta pauses, calculating, takes a knee, crouching so that she's harder to detect. And then after training the assault rifle on him, she opens fire directly into his back. Exit wounds riddle his chest, and he collapses to the ground. And she quickly draws her sidearm and just starts pulling him.
Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the classic world of darkness. Britta, the unknown new embrace, was played by Rebecca Steigelfest. Johnny Saxon the Bruja was played by Garrett Gabbey. Miles Davenport the Ventrue was played by Tim Davis. Neil Foster the Malkavian was played by Rob Muirhead. Wynn Cabot the Gangrel was played by Erika Webb. Your storyteller was Lex Lopez. Recording by Rebecca Steigelfest. This episode edited by Rob Muirhead. The music used in this episode was January Grunge Lovefest by Technoax. Visit them online at technoax.com. TEKNOAX.com. Path of Night uses the 20th Anniversary Edition rule set of Vampire the Masquerade with a few limited house rules. Vampire the Masquerade and the Storyteller system are owned by Paradox Interactive. Make sure to subscribe to us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Twitter at Path of Night Pod, on Facebook at facebook.com/Path of Night Podcast, or email us at pathofnightpodcast@gmail.com. See you next time, kindred.
It checks out.
The hunter dice are nice dice.
They're Requiem dice.
Sorry, Requiem dice.
And they're nice to you. That does not make them nice dice.
That is correct.
I believe in them.
I believe in the heart of the card.
I do.
I believe in Harvey Dent.
Sucks to you, Zantosa.
Yeah.
Blue Eyes White Dragon!
You fallen for my trap card.
Zantosa, you're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck.
Wow. Low blow.
I mean, I love the
Seto
lines
Kaiba.
so much. You've fallen for my trap card so much, and I cannot tell you why I love that.
You
I
didn't
use it
stand a
constantly.
ghost of a chance.
Anyways, let's get back.
Grown-ups. All right, so
Not here, man.